Hola chicos! In this video I'm going to explain how to do the worksheet, and one of the biggest reasons I'm doing this in a video as opposed to in front of you in the class is so that you can move at your own pace, you can listen to and watch the instructions as many times as you need to. So my recommendation is that when I give instructions for a section, complete the section and then pause the video, complete the section and move on to the next one, okay? Because if you watch the whole video at one time, it's not going to make sense when you go back, okay? The other thing is that since I took the time to record this and get this all ready for you in the video, if you ask me questions about instructions I've given in the video, like to repeat them, I'm not going to. If you need clarification, of course, I'll give you clarification, but don't ask me about something that I talked about in the video, okay? All right, so the first thing is open up a tab for wordreference.com. If you're using any other dictionary besides wordreference.com, get rid of it and use wordreference.com. Download the app on your phone. It's the best one out there. And I'm going to show you why, okay? The first word you need to look up is scissors. So we're going to enter in scissors here. And the reason I like word reference is that it gives you very specific answers. So you might be like, well, there's a bunch. I didn't know which one to use. Of course there's a bunch because we use words in different ways. Like the word present. I could give you a present, or I could present my project, okay? Or you could be present in class. That word means a lot of things. And so sometimes we forget that our words mean multiple things. So what you need to do when you look anything up in a dictionary is make sure that you get the context. So I'm looking for a two-bladed cutting tool. That's the scissors I'm looking for because I'm talking about school supplies. And I can see that it's tijeras. Over here, if I put my mouse over that, I can see that it's a plural noun. Okay, that makes sense. And over here, I can see that it's femenino. That means that it's las tijeras. In your definition here, you need to include the article, okay? So find out what those words mean, look them up. Then, so pause me. Okay, now that you've completed that section, we're going to move on to the next. You're going to open up the Office Depot website for one of the following three countries, España, Costa Rica, or Colombia. When you type in the address, make sure to type it in correctly. It's not bit.ly.com. It's bit.ly/ and then just read that carefully, okay? So what I want you to do is click around. Just explore it. Have fun. See what's on there. So let's go to the Spain one. This is the Spain one. Something's going on. I'm going to click on it. Oferta especial. Looks like special offer, huh? So something's on sale. Just kind of explore it and see what's going on. Then once you've kind of gotten familiar with the website, I want you to search for something using the search bar. So maybe here you want to look for a lápiz. I'm going to change my keyboard over to Spanish. Oh, that was wrong. I would have did it anyway. Awesome. Okay, so I've got all these different lápices that I can buy, okay? Also notice we don't really buy one lápiz at a time. We're probably going to buy a pack. So keep that in mind when you're looking at the prices, because you may be like, holy cow, that's a really expensive pencil. But here we can see 12 lápices, okay? So keep that in mind. Then what you're going to do, you're going to explore the site. You're going to do the search bar, and then each site has different category drop downs. So this is like when you get on Amazon or eBay or any other website, and you can search by category, okay? So kind of look stuff around in there. Once you've done that, I do want you to write down 10 words that you maybe have learned or contextualized or looked up. Again, word reference. Okay, 10 words that are new to you from discovering this. So maybe marca. What could marca be? I'm going to guess brand. Okay, things like that. What could precio be? That one's a cognate. Things like that maybe you didn't know before. I want you to write the word and the definition here, okay? So go ahead and do that. Pause me meanwhile. Okay, now that you've completed your word bank with your 10 words, you're going to answer the following questions. If you don't know what these questions mean, you need to go back to number 49 of your vocab packet and make sure you filled it in, okay? So when you're answering these questions, what I want you to do is answer them in a complete sentence, because we always use complete sentences, right? But I want you to do it in the local currency. You're not converting currencies yet. So if you don't know what the local currency is in Costa Rica, then you better Google it, okay? Not every country uses pesos, so don't make that assumption. We practiced with pesos yesterday, but you need to find out what the currency is in each country, and each country is different, okay? Once you know what the name of the currency is, you can answer this question, ¿Cuánto cuesta un pack de lápices? If you're struggling with who's verbing in this or what is verbing, come and raise your hand. I'll come around and help you out, okay? Once you've answered those 4 questions in the complete sentence in the local currency, go ahead and move on. So now that you've completed those questions, you're going to open a copy of the materiales escolares list for one of the countries. So, it can be the same one you explored earlier, or you can go to a different one. What you're going to find when you open these school supply lists is that there's going to be a lot of words that maybe are different or look like things that we have or have not seen in class. And a lot of that is because of how regionalized vocabulary can get. So we know it's an elevator in the United States, but in England it's a lift. And that's the same idea. So we might call it a pen here, and they might call it something else there. So if you're looking at Spain, it's going to take you to this page. You're going to want to scroll down to the bottom and see where it says secundaria. Okay, that's at almost the bottom. That is your list that you're working with. If you are in Costa Rica, you're also at the bottom of that PDF that's going to open. Okay, and that is tercer ciclo. That's the one you're looking at. Don't worry about the uniform because it's not going to be available on the website, so you're not going to be able to find it. Look over here. If you have trouble finding any of these items, come and see me, okay? And if you are doing Colombia, this is actually a private schools, a particular schools list. So you're going to click download, and it's going to open like this. Now, as you scroll through the document, it's going to go through the grades. If you want to do a 5th grade school list, that's fine with me. I don't really care. But if you want to do a 9th or a 10th grade school list, scroll down to the bottom, okay? This is décimo, 10th. And the one above it is noveno, 9th. If you're not sure about that, let me know. I'll come and help you out. Now, if you're looking at this, this has really specific requirements that they're asking their students to bring. They're asking them to bring a certain type of notebook, one that has the lines this way and one that has the lines that way, yada, yada, yada. I'm not worried about that. Just do a notebook, okay? Just figure it out. Okay, also, when you get down here, the school is asking for them to bring like their lab coats and like a towel and things like that, blah, 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 and certain photocopies. Don't worry about that part. So if you can get down to here, to the USB, don't worry about anything after that, okay? So you're going to go through and you're going to figure out how much, at least 15 items cost on the list. If your item doesn't have 15, add some, okay? Just pretend that they're on there. And then you're going to tell me how much those items cost in the local currency and in US dollars. So now comes in where you're converting, okay? So my example is this. In Argentina, right? That's not one of your 3 countries you're choosing from. So that's why I use it for the example. In Argentina, una mochila cuesta 200 pesos argentinos o 23 dólares estadounidenses. So I'm telling you that in Argentina, a backpack costs 200 Argentine pesos or 23 US dollars. Okay? So how do you know what the conversion is? Well, you go back to Google just like we did in class yesterday. Okay? So I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to say 1. And then you have to learn, you have to look up, search for it, whatever the abbreviation for the currency is in your country, okay? So you have to investigate a little bit. 1 Argentine peso, 2 USD. And I entered in this time. Those are the search terms that are going to give you this handy one, as opposed to having to go to a website and look up the thing there and dealing with pop-up ads. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you do it this specifically. And I think it was 200, and that's what gave me the 23 US dollar amount, okay? If you have any questions about this, if you need a little refresher on how to do that, let me know. I'll come and help you, but make sure that you have looked up the abbreviation for the currency for your country, okay? Now, once you do that, once you've determined the prices, you're going to follow the model exactly as it's written and just change it. So maybe you're doing Costa Rica, or maybe you're doing España, or whatever country you decide to work on. Tell me how much each item costs in the local currency and in US dollars. And that's it, okay? Again, if you're managing your time, you should be able to finish this well within the class period. If not, you're welcome to finish at home. If you need help with anything, please let me know. And if you are finished, let me know, because I'm going to take your work, and then I'm going to give you what will be your homework for tomorrow, okay? Don't forget we have a quiz on, or an exam, excuse me, on Friday, all right? Good luck, and I'll see you around.